All right, guys, in today's video, we're talking about a very popular topic, how to build a tension-free golf swing. If you're anything like me and Trevor, I know when I go play, if I feel tension in my golf swing when I go play, odds are I'm hitting it and playing pretty darn shitty. When I feel effortless and it feels easy, good ball striking follow. So you want tension-free, we want you to have tension-free. Back here again with Trevor Salzman. If you haven't seen our previous videos, I would watch those. But in this one, tension-free. So Trevor, let's say I came in for a lesson.
Yep.
I said, hey, I'm a normal golfer. When I go play and my swing feels nice and easy and loose, it feels good and I play good. But man, I go play, I get this tension in my swing and I don't hit it good. How can I get the tension out of my golf swing?
So how do we take tension out of the golf swing? First and foremost, number one, is we have to realize that this is a skill set. So being tension-free, being relaxed is a skill set. This is just not something, swinging a golf club does not relate to sitting in a couch. Like that's one of the things that I would say right there. Okay. I'm tension-free in my couch. I'm generally not tension-free in my golf game, especially if I just shot 100 and I lost 18 golf balls in the water down here in South Florida.
Okay, very
so
true.
We have to be able to create this and treat this as if it is a skill set. Now, there's certain ways that I've been able to learn how to do this for myself. The number one way for me is with a lanyard, okay? So if I relate it to this is what I see out of players all day long. So if I'm up here like this, and my very first move, just like all of us when we're at the top of our golf swing, is to pull down like this, I am separating my arms. So now all of a sudden, this golf club right here, this is in no man's land to where I now have to choose a direction. I might choose this direction for speed, or I'm going to choose that direction for contact. So this right here, when the club gets in the middle of our arms, is no man's land, and we bring that right back to, we're creating early tension and early contraction in our golf swing. Okay? So one of the ways that I'll use a lanyard, I'll set this to where it is the same exact length as what my arms are, and my goal is to feel like I'm never going to separate these. Like I'm never going to pull my left side away from this right here. So what I'll do is I'm going to set this to what I think my arm length would be, which is right about here. I'm going to slide it into my arms, and what's neat about this lanyard is whatever size your arms are, your arms will fit into it.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Cool.
So now from here, the very first thing that I actually might teach somebody how to do is hold the club up here, and can you just swing it back to where it got to? So this is me transferring energy. So even if I have bend in my left arm or my lead arm, the beauty of this is I still have the ability to swing it to straight. There's a big difference in swinging something to straight, and this is one of my big pet peeves, is like when we sit here and we tell you keep your left arm straight. Well, it's like, how much tension are you now building up in your arm right there? You're building up tension, which now becomes an energy block that we can't put into the back of the golf ball. It hurts sometimes. It's like, I remember when I was a kid, and they'd say, keep your arms straight, and I'd be like, okay, it's straight. And then I'd hit the ground, and I feel like I was gonna dislocate my shoulder or something like that. So you'll even see there's a lot of players who start off with their arms like this, but they have the ability to swing the arms back to straight. The only way that they can do that, though, is through being tension-free. So with this lanyard now right here, my very first drill that I'll give to, even if it's a beginning golfer, I'll tell them, see if you can actually just keep tension off of this lanyard, because now what this is going to give you the ability to do, we're actually going to be able to feel the object that's in our hands right here. When I death grip it, this club actually gets very light. I want you to feel like this club's very heavy and the arms are just trying to stay away from this lanyard right here. So when you hit shots firstly, I wouldn't go much more than past hip high to hip high and just literally just feel the weight of the club swing as the arms just stay together. So I'd just be here and I just hit little shots like this. And you can see how relaxed I am. It's like I'm just setting this club on my shoulder almost. So if I grab another one, so you might not hit these more than about 50 yards at first when you're learning when you're learning this skill set right here of being tension free. So I'm here, and it feels like I just did nothing right there. Then it also teaches me to where I can start to move my body at a higher rate than what my arms move. Okay, so Tension-free is a huge, huge, huge skill set. Now, if we combo that with a balloon now, do we want to have tension in our golf swing? At a certain point, we need to have stability, I would say, at some point. So now when we combo this with the balloon, this balloon's in here. I've already got the feeling of what I just did with my arms right here. So if I just did one very similar to what the lanyard looked like, it would be like this with the balloon. And I'm right there. Tag the cart guy.
Like not squeezing the balloon together.
Not squeezing it all. I'm never trying to squeeze it, but on top of that, the cool thing about now with the balloon is I can't create early arm speed.
Yes.
Otherwise, this guy's gonna go flying down the range somewhere. So I still wanna be able to have enough control, but I'm tension free. Then, once I've learned how to do that, then I can add a contraction down at impact and after impact, and you'll see what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep the same length, same backswing speed, same transition, and I'm gonna add an energy output down at the bottom, which would be this contraction when I squeeze the balloon together. So you'll see that's gonna look very tension-free on the way back. So I'm here, and then I'm there. And so like that golf ball now, instead of it going 50 yards, a golf ball probably went 130 yards, but I felt like I did all the same stuff. I just added my energy output down through the golf ball instead of us golfers who are adding our energy output here, creating separation, losing feel of where the club is, and having to choose a direction, whether it be contact over the top or inside out to try and recreate speed. So this is my take on building a tension-free golf swing right here. I'd start off very, very short, very simple. As we get better at this stuff, then we can start moving it into fuller shots.
That was so good. I don't even feel like I need to say a word or add anything to it. So thank you for that. And everyone else thanks you for that. A couple of quickies with that. Would you, so this is just a lanyard anyone can get?
Literally, it's a lanyard with a bead.
Okay, so a lanyard with a bead they can get, and then just a balloon. And then would you have like them practice this? Again, real short and slowly build up. Would you have them do this first, get used to this, and then use that?
Yes, 100%. Okay. I would ask you, and the reason why I would ask you to use the lanyard first is because you're going to feel, if you have any sort of pull this direction, you're going to feel that, and that thing's gonna slide down your arms towards the golf club.
Yeah, okay.
So that would be the first skill set. Then it's learning how to keep this in my arms and contract at the right time, once I've learned that arm structure.
Part of getting rid of the tension is not adding the speed right away when you start down, but more through the hit.
100%.
Okay.
I've learned so much about tension just by understanding how a pendulum operates.
Yeah.
It's like a pendulum doesn't go accelerate, accelerate. It goes accelerate, decelerates, and it reaccelerates. That's natural, that's just physics right there.
Yeah.
But what we try and do is we defy physics. We go accelerate, accelerate, and then we're trying to re-accelerate again. But in actuality, once we've accelerated already, now it's a deceleration, and then we re-accelerate here at the finish.
And I'm sure that a lot of you guys can relate to that when you're looking at your own golf swing, or when you see golf swings on TV that look really good and effortless. It's really effortless, yet they're still able to produce so much speed through the ball, right?
Bingo.
That's what we see.
Bingo.
Dude, I think that was so good. If you guys want to practice and take tension out of your swing, I love the balloon. I've never tried that before, and the lanyard. Never have seen any of these. Hopefully this helps you take tension out of your swing. Like I said, I know when I go play, the less tension I feel typically, the better that I go play. If you want to hook up with Trevor, we're going to put his info in the description down below. In-person lessons, online lessons, all that stuff. That was killer, dude. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for watching.